Mars retrograde is over, but hold on. This wasn't how we expected it to end. We were all preparing for chaos, but things took an unexpected turn. Let's be honest, we thought there'd be breakdowns, tension, and everything turning upside down. But guess what? That didn't really happen. Instead of crashing, it's like the universe hit the gas pedal. The energy shifted, but not how we imagined. Rather than chaos, there's this strange momentum, like the fog has finally cleared, and we can see where we're headed. But here's the thing. Not everyone's on the same page. Some are feeling supercharged and ready to go, while others are still processing Mars's chaos. Some are experiencing both, caught between this new momentum and a feeling of, what just happened? Don't stress if you're still feeling a bit unmotivated. It's not that you're falling behind. It's because something big is aligning for you. Just give it a little more time, and by the end of this, you'll see why everything had to unfold the way it did. And if you couldn't sleep last night, there's a specific reason for that. Once you find out what it is, you'll be blown away. Stick with me, because I'm going to reveal it soon. But that's not even the craziest part. Some of you are about to experience something nobody saw coming. Something Mars left behind that doesn't want to let go. Mars retrograde wasn't just about slowing things down. It was a battle. And now that it's over, we're left dealing with the aftermath. Picture it like this. The war is over, but the battlefield is still smoldering. Some are feeling fired up and ready to act, like they've been set free. Others are still reeling, weighed down by everything that's happened. This isn't just about moving forward. It's about dealing with what Mars left behind. Unfinished emotions, unresolved conflicts, that nagging feeling that something still isn't quite finished. Things are about to get a bit strange. Some of you are experiencing something that shouldn't even be possible. Stick with me. There's a strange vibe today. It's subtle at first, but once you catch on, you can't shake it. Time isn't moving the way it should. Some of you woke up, and suddenly, it's evening. Hours slipped away in what felt like mere minutes. Others, the day is dragging on forever, like time itself has slowed down. But here's the thing. This isn't just in your head. Mars is regaining its full strength, and with it, it's warping how we perceive time. Imagine an archer pulling back an arrow, time stretched under the weight of Mars retrograde, and now that arrow is released, shooting forward. Time's not waiting for you anymore. It's pushing you to take action. That thing you've been putting off, that decision you've been avoiding. The universe isn't leaving you any choice. You either move with the energy or get left behind. And speaking of things that aren't finished with us, let's talk about what's creeping back into our lives. If you thought you had left something behind during the retrograde, surprise, it's not done with you yet. Conversations you thought were finished, emotions you believed were healed, conflicts that seemed to have faded, out of nowhere, they're back. They might look different, but the energy is unmistakable. This isn't just some random repetition. It's a test. Old patterns are trying to pull you in again. Old wounds are surfacing, and how you handle them this time matters more than ever. But here's the silver lining. This is actually a good thing. It's not just a test. It's an incredible chance to break free, rewrite your story, and finally put an end to what's been holding you back. Respond differently now, and watch how quickly things start to fall into place. If you do, change is coming in ways you never saw coming. Remember how I mentioned there was a reason you couldn't sleep last night? Well, here it is. Last night wasn't just any ordinary night. Something felt off. Maybe you woke up unexpectedly at odd times, like something was pulling you out of your dreams. Or perhaps you were tossing and turning, feeling like you were caught between two worlds, half awake, half somewhere else. Even if you managed to sleep through, you probably woke up feeling uneasy, exhausted, or just not quite yourself. And if your dreams felt unusually vivid, That wasn't just your imagination. Something significant was happening. Mars doesn't make its moves quietly. It leaves a mark on everything it touches. People have been reporting strange, almost prophetic dreams, visions of fire, red lights, and old memories resurfacing like ghosts. Some have felt like they were awake inside their dream, watching it unfold, instead of just experiencing it. Others sensed they were in an entirely different place, maybe a different time or version of themselves. That's because Mars didn't just change position, it disrupted the very foundation of our subconscious. When a forceful planet like Mars shifts so dramatically, it doesn't just move forward and call it a day. It creates ripples, leaving an energetic imprint that messes with our minds, sleep, and reality. It's like a jolt in time, a burst of energy your body is trying to process, even while you sleep. So if you felt like something was keeping you up, if you woke up feeling like you'd run a marathon in another world, or if last night felt unusual, you're not imagining it. And here's the twist. While Mars has moved forward, your body is still catching up. You know that feeling when you step off a treadmill, and for a moment, it feels like the ground is still moving beneath you. That's what's happening now. After being in reverse for so long, moving forward feels off, like we missed a step, like something is out of sync. Everything feels like it's happening too fast, too slow, or way too intensely all at once. 1 minute, you're full of energy and ready to take on the world, and the next, you're completely drained, unable to focus, and totally burned out. This isn't just tiredness. It's like a sudden jolt of energy, as if your system is readjusting itself in real time. Your body, mind, and emotions are working through months of accumulated energy all at once, and that's why nothing feels quite right. The feelings you thought were long gone? They're resurfacing. It's not just nostalgia. Mars is pushing you to confront what you've left unfinished. Even physically, something feels off. Your body is tense for no clear reason, your mind won't settle, and no matter what you do, there's this constant sense that something is about to unfold. It's frustrating, yet somehow exciting. Because this isn't just random chaos, it's movement. It's an opportunity. Mars didn't just leave, it threw open the door. Now, everything that was stuck, everything you postponed, and everything you tried to avoid is rushing back. This is the moment you've sensed. That shift in the air you couldn't fully explain. It's happening. But here's the unexpected part. Mars retrograde wasn't the transformation. It was the prep work. Think of how a storm slowly builds up, with the air thick with pressure. Then, boom, the sky breaks open, and the floodgates open. The energy has to go somewhere. And that's exactly what's unfolding now. The universe is paying attention. The choices you make now will set the tone for the year ahead. People start making big, life-changing decisions, not out of recklessness or impulsiveness, but because something deep inside them is shifting, something they can't ignore anymore. Jobs that once felt tolerable or dreams you buried are suddenly coming back to the surface. It's not random. This is the final test. Think of the past few months as a huge cosmic reset. The universe has been stripping away illusions, showing you the truth, and forcing you to face what you've been avoiding. Now, it's waiting to see if you've learned from it. Are you ready to break old patterns and step into what's waiting for you in March? Because make no mistake, March is the turning point. That's when the new path fully takes shape. But the decision isn't made in March. It's being made now. If you've been feeling that pull to act, that deep inner sense that something has to change, consider this your confirmation. But here's the catch. You need to be sure. A lot of people are about to make decisions based on fear and impulse. They'll mistake the urgency in the air as pressure rather than seeing it as an opportunity. They'll rush for the nearest exit, not realizing they're just stepping into another cycle of the same old patterns. But that's where the real divide happens. The ones who choose with clarity, who understand that this energy is here to align them, not rush them, are the ones who will be ahead when March begins. So here's the real question. Are you acting out of fear, or are you acting from a place of power? The energy doesn't lie. Your choice will either set you free or keep you stuck. Everything you do now matters more than usual. This isn't just another day or week. This is a turning point, and your actions now will shape what comes next. Imagine you've been waiting at the starting line of a race, and suddenly, the gate swings open. The real question is, are you ready to run? This isn't a slow, gradual shift. It's a launch, and if you don't move with this energy, you'll miss the opportunity. And here's the wild part. You may already feel it. That restless, jittery energy, that sudden urge to do something, but you're not sure what. That's Mars waking up inside of you. It's been in pause mode for months, but now it's free, like a coiled spring snapping back into action. You may feel full of ideas, like everything is clicking into place and you need to act now. Or maybe you're feeling drained, like your body is trying to catch up with the shift. But here's the truth. Both are signs that Mars is doing its work through you. This is energy recalibrating, pushing things into alignment. But here's the trap. Most people will hesitate. They'll feel the urge to move, clarity will hit them like a bolt of lightning, but instead of acting, they'll hold back. They'll second guess. Maybe later, they'll think. Maybe when I feel more ready, they convince themselves, and that's when they miss the chance. It's easy to believe that the perfect moment will come if you just wait long enough. We all do it, putting off decisions, convincing ourselves that we'll make a move when we feel more confident, more prepared, or when the stars align just right. But here's the truth. This window of opportunity won't be open forever. If you wait too long, the momentum you could have harnessed will slip away. The excitement, the energy, and the potential will all fade like a sunset, leaving you with a lingering sense of what could have been. Picture this. A week from now, you wake up, and the world feels the same. You're right back where you started, with that same internal tug to move forward, but no real progress has been made. Not because the chance wasn't there, but because you hesitated. You didn't take that leap of faith when the universe was giving you the nudge. The hesitation becomes the very thing that prevents you from moving forward. And while time keeps marching on, your dreams, desires, and opportunities stagnate in the background, just waiting for you to act. Every choice you make right now holds more weight than usual. The next few days are pivotal, and the energy surrounding them is unlike any you've encountered before. It's as if the universe is lining things up for you, but it won't wait forever. You might not fully understand the ripple effect your actions can have right now, but trust this. Taking even a small step will send out waves of energy into the world, and that energy will begin to multiply. The momentum you create will build on itself, carrying you forward with an unstoppable force. On the other hand, doing nothing isn't neutral. Doing nothing is still a decision. It's the choice to allow that momentum to pass you by. Inaction will leave you feeling stuck, like a ship caught in the tide, being pulled here and there, but never moving toward your destination. You'll wonder why nothing is changing, why things are still stagnant, and why you're not living the life you've imagined. The frustration will grow, and eventually, it will eat at you. You'll wake up one day with that uncomfortable feeling, that ache in your chest, knowing you had the chance to make something happen, but didn't take it. The truth is, time is bending right now, and this moment is not like all the others. Opportunities are multiplying, especially over the next 72 hours. You may not even realize the significance of these next 3 days, but trust that the cosmic energy swirling around you right now is far more powerful than you might think. It's not just another set of hours, it's a window of transformation, where the universe is amplifying your energy. The energy you put out into the world right now will have a magnified effect. Every action you take in the next 3 days will be like a stone thrown into a pond, sending ripples far beyond what you can see. In a sense, you're standing at a turning point, a threshold between where you are and where you could be. It's not just a normal choice. It's a crossroads that will define the trajectory of your 2025. This is your moment to decide what kind of future you want to create. Are you going to keep waiting, watching life pass you by? Or are you going to take action, take the reins, and steer your life in a new direction? The path you choose now will have long-term consequences, and what you do, or don't do, today can change the course of everything that comes next. Mars energy is a powerful force right now, and it's speeding everything up. If you're unfamiliar with Mars energy, it's all about action. Mars is fast, direct, and relentless. It doesn't wait for things to be perfect, it just takes charge and goes for what it wants. And right now, it's watching how you respond to the opportunities at hand. Will you seize the moment, or will you let it slip away? It's a fine line between using that energy to propel yourself forward and being swept along by it, lost in a rush of unmade decisions and missed chances. The choice is yours. You can choose to tap into the powerful energy around you and direct it toward your dreams, or you can let doubt and hesitation take over. If you take action, even if it's a tiny step in the direction you've been avoiding, the universe will meet your energy halfway. That's the beautiful thing about the universe. When you show up with intention, it supports you in ways you can't always predict. Things begin to align in ways that seem almost magical. The doors that once felt locked will start to open, and the path forward will become clearer with each passing step. But if you hesitate, if you wait for the perfect moment that never seems to come, the energy will pass you by. You won't be in the right place at the right time. The opportunities will still exist, but they'll feel more distant. The momentum you could have built will have faded, leaving you to wonder what could have happened if you had just acted when you had the chance. Here's the truth. Windows like this don't stay open forever. When the energy is right, you have to move. The opportunity will not wait for you to be ready. If you don't take action now, you'll be left with the consequences of inaction. 3 days from now, you'll feel the weight of that missed opportunity. That feeling of regret will settle in, and you'll wonder why you didn't just take the leap. You'll look back and see a moment that slipped through your fingers, and you won't be able to explain why you didn't act when the universe was giving you everything you needed to move forward. But that doesn't have to be your story. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You are standing in the space between who you've been and who you are becoming. One path will keep you stuck where you are, in the same routines, in the same mindset, with the same old frustrations. The other path leads you into a new reality, one that's been waiting for you to take action. It's a reality where your dreams are not only possible, but inevitable. It's a reality where the momentum you create today builds into something bigger and more powerful than you ever imagined. This is your moment. The universe is offering you a chance to step into your power. But you have to take that first step. You have to act. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Don't wait until you're ready, because that moment will never come. The energy is here, and it's up to you to channel it. Now is the time. The universe is waiting for you to show up. The choice is yours. Stay where you are, or move into the reality you've always dreamed of. The momentum is there for the taking. Will you grab it? If you're still here, thank you for your time. If you liked what you heard and want more, consider subscribing. Your support means a lot. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. Until next time, take care, and don't forget to subscribe for more content.